So welcome back to my channel, my viewers and my subscribers. I am just here this evening and I am actually going to give you guys a small tour on the farm and show you guys how the farm is actually doing since of lately. So I was actually very busy, my viewers, so I wasn't really doing a lot of work on the farm, but some stuff is actually still on the farm still and they're actually still growing. So I'm going to show you guys how they are actually looking and how they are doing at this present moment. So if this is your first time to my channel, my name is Shandon and welcome back to the Hilltop Farm. So as you guys can actually see right here, I have the tomatoes right here, and right here I have some cabbage growing, and over there as well I have some more cabbages as well that I will be showing you guys some close-up view of them. And down there you guys can actually see right here a lot of water is actually down there, because as well we are actually getting a lot of rain since of lately as well. So the gutter that is actually down there where I actually was getting water from, it was actually dry, my viewers, and we actually started to get some more water inside. So as you guys can see right here as well, these are the tomato plants right here going straight along up at the top, up right there. You guys can actually see. I'm going to try and give you guys some close-up view of those as well. Right over here we have the pumpkins as well. You guys can actually see going straight along up there. Very lovely. But my viewers, it has been a while now since I don't upload any video. It's because I was actually very busy doing some stuff and I wasn't on the farm, as I was actually saying in the starting of the video. So that is the only reason why you guys wasn't getting any video. So as you guys can see right here as well, I have some very beautiful cabbage. As you guys can see how massive are the heads of the cabbages right there. You guys can see right there, looking very beautiful, and it is actually quite a lot of them I actually have growing at this moment on this bed right here. You guys can actually see. So the most of these cabbage right here, all of them is actually fit, can harvest, but I don't have any market for them as yet. So that is the reason why they do not harvest as yet. As you guys can see right here was where I actually transplanted the Scotch bonnet peppers, the 48 root of Scotch bonnet peppers. It was actually right here. As you guys can see, these green stuff that is actually right here, going straight along over there as well, and going along down there is the Scotch bonnet pepper. As you guys can see right here, right there, and right over here is a tomato and the Scotch bonnet pepper plant. So I need to do some weeding as well, my viewers, because a lot of bush is actually coming up and it is actually looking like rain is going to fall. As you guys can see that these was the plantain trees that was actually here, and they was actually small. They are growing a lot since of lately because we started to get a lot of rain. So a lot of the plants are actually growing very rapidly. So I'm just trying to show you guys over here as well. Over here, these two beds of cabbage as well, my viewers, is actually started to fold as well. Some of them can actually started to reap. Hopefully you guys can actually see. I'm going to try and show you guys. So stay tuned. So this is the way the cabbages are actually looking at this present moment. As you guys can see, that fit cabbage is actually here, can harvest as well from these two beds. As you guys can see right here as well, some very fit ones over there, coming down here, going straight along down there, and over here you guys can actually see right here, these are the scallion plants that I did transplanted, and this is the way they are doing, looking very beautiful. Over there, Look how lovely is these heads of cabbage, my viewers. And these cabbage, I don't spray them for over maybe 3 weeks now. I do not spray these cabbage plants. But right over here, you guys can actually see, these are the pop choy that I need to save seeds from. Right here. Right down here. Here's some more of the cabbages. Right over there. And over there as well. Going straight along over there. And I will be taking you guys along and show you guys the Callaloo over there. So you guys can actually stay tuned. So the gutter that we use, that I actually used to get water from, my viewers, to actually water the farm before I started to use the drum. This is the gutter right here. And it was actually very dry the other day, as you guys can see right now at this present moment. It is actually full of water going straight along up there and coming straight along down here. So I'm going to show you guys, because I was actually doing some work down here where I actually started to cut an area of land. As you guys can see right here, I was actually cutting this area right here to actually transplanted some more cabbage and stuff, but the rain actually flood. This area is actually flood, as you guys can see, with water. So we cannot grow any crop on this section of land. Only way we can actually grow some crop unless we are going to make some raised bed on this section of the land. That's the only way we can actually grow some vegetable on this part of the land right here. And this is my second time cutting that area of land, and I don't really plant anything at that location. So right here, I'm just trying to show you guys look on the size of these cabbage right here. Very huge, my viewers. So I'm just showing you guys how some of the stuff is actually doing on the farm at this present moment. I have some of the bell peppers over on the other side. I actually come ahead yesterday and harvest some bell pepper from those plants, and there were some very lovely ones, my viewers. But the Scotch bonnet pepper, I have a lot of Scotch bonnet pepper at this present moment, my viewers. So I will be showing you guys some of the Scotch bonnet pepper plants and showing you guys how they are doing at this present moment. Some of the Scotch bonnet peppers, my viewers, they are actually bearing and the branch are actually breaking off, and some of them is actually lying on the ground only because of the amount of pepper is actually on the plant. So stay tuned and keep watching. So right here, you guys can actually see, you can see how the branch actually lying down on the ground. I'm going to try and lift it up and show you guys down below. So right here, you guys can actually see, hopefully, the amount of pepper is actually on the plant. It is actually lying on the ground, going right along over there and down below there, over there as well. But some of the branch, I actually support them with some cord and some stake, as you guys can see inside of there. Maybe the camera is not going to give me any justice because it is actually late in the evening where the sun is actually gone in right here. So I'm going to try and show you guys some of the ones in the clear. You guys can see right there a massive head of cabbage. Some of them is actually spoiling, as you guys can actually see inside of here. So if the cabbage do not spray, my viewers, this is one of the fungus that will actually take the cabbage. So that's the reason why I always spray my cabbage to do not get this fungus. Hopefully it do not spread. So whenever time I actually started to grow back freshly cabbage, they are going to actually catch the fungus very easily. Hopefully it do not spread a lot. So I'm just trying to show you guys, as you guys can see, that these Scotch bonnet pepper plants do not spray for a while now. As you guys can see that a lot of weeds and grass and stuff is actually coming up in between. So I need to come ahead and do some weeding and fertilizing and spray up the plants, because fungus is actually taking over the pepper plants, as you guys can see right here. Some very lovely pepper. Some very nice peppers actually on the plants, my viewers, but as you guys can see, it is very dark. But inside of there is a lot. Down there as well. Coming along over here as well. Over here. Look on the sizes of these pepper, my viewers. And I need to harvest off the most of these pepper very soon, my viewers. And soon as I am harvesting them, I will take you guys along and show you guys what has been going on. The amount of pepper that I will be getting from all of the plants. Right here as well. And as you guys can see, some more is actually right here. But I cannot really see the pepper very easily because they're actually hidden down below. As you guys can see underneath the leaf, going along back down there. Over here, these are the older bell pepper plants that I was actually have growing. They're actually bearing. They have on some smaller pepper on them. You guys can see right there as well. And over here is some more Scotch bonnet pepper. You guys can actually see right there. So it is a lot over there as well. So I'm going to show you guys. You can see the amount of pepper on the plant. So it is actually pulling the branch of the plant on the ground. You guys can actually see right there. So it is a lot of pepper, my viewers. Over here as well, this one is actually pulling the branch as well on the ground because of all of the pepper is actually on the plant. This branch right here as well. So the most of them, my viewers, as you guys can see that those ones right there as well is actually lying down on the ground. Only because of the weight of the pepper, you guys can actually see right here as well. It is a lot. I'm just trying to take you guys along over on the other side where the Callaloo plants are. So over here is where I actually did transplanted the Callaloo, and they was actually looking, they was very big, my viewers, and it was actually just the other day my dad told me that he is going to actually come ahead and harvested some of them because they're actually going to seed, as you guys can see over there and down there as well. Coming along up here, right here, looking very beautiful, and over there as well. And right here was where the cucumber plants was actually growing, and the pumpkin, the fungus from the pumpkin actually kills the cucumber, as you guys can see. So one of them right there and another one right there. So the fungus from the pumpkin plant, it came ahead and actually killed the cucumber plants. So a lot of Callaloo started to grow inside of that row in the cucumber space right there. So right here you guys can actually see these are the Scotch bonnet pepper plants that I did transplanted. One of them right here, one of them right there, one of them right here. So I need to do some weeding. I need to weed and take out all of the weeds from right out of here, out of the Scotch bonnet pepper plants, and I need to fertilize the plants and give them some goat manure and spray them with fungicide. So you guys can see that a lot of bush in the last in the last 2 weeks. A lot of bush, my viewers, as you guys can see up there as well. Up there as well, you guys can see a lot of bush is actually up here, coming straight along. These cabbage are actually spoiling. So it is a lot. Some of them need to pull up and actually take for the animal. As you guys can see that the bell pepper plants are actually over here, and they are actually fighting to bear because of the amount of weed that is actually right here. Right inside of here, some of them is actually bearing right there. But they needed some spray, my viewers, as you guys can see down there as well. See a very lovely one right there as well. And the plants. And I did come ahead yesterday and harvest some very lovely ones from the plant, my viewers. Right inside of there, you guys can actually see right there as well. Coming straight along up here. Going along over there as well. Some callaloo and stuff is actually inside that need to be removed. So the bell pepper plants can be doing much better. I need to give them some fertilizer as well. You guys can actually see that ripe one right there. Very lovely. So coming up this way, you guys can actually see there's a lot of bush and weeds and stuff is actually inside. Some of these are was some of the smaller cabbage plants that actually started to fall very late, but as you guys can see, they're still here. Some mosquitoes started to actually bite, my viewers, so I'm going to try my best and move as quick as possible. Right over here we have a pumpkin right there. That pumpkin is actually fit, my viewers, but it is actually splitting. But this is the way the tomato plants are actually looking. They're actually going to be dying because of the lot of rain that we are actually getting. As you guys can see that the fungus is spreading a lot. But some very lovely tomato is actually on the plants. So I am actually just reaping some of them for my family and to use for home purpose only as well. You guys can see right there as well. Very lovely. But hopefully very soon, my viewers, I can actually get started by right here as well. So hopefully very soon, my viewers, I can actually come back ahead in the farm and started to do a lot more work on the farm like how I used to, and see if I could actually get everything back on track, because a lot of weed and grass and stuff, a lot of grass is actually taking over the farm at this present moment. But hopefully I can get it back under control very soon, my viewers, because I have some very lovely vegetable still growing at this present moment. As I was actually showing you guys that some very beautiful cabbage is actually here still growing. The chayote plant, I'm going to try and show you guys as well. The chayote plant that I was actually have growing right here, you guys can actually see, this is it right here. I need to support it to actually start it to grow up on the trellis and stop growing on the ground. So hopefully I'm going to try and support it before I actually leave. But as you guys can see right here, this plantain plant was actually very small when we was actually growing the cabbage, and since of lately it started to grow very rapidly, as you guys can see right here. So I want to say thank you guys very much for watching. I'm trying to get the best lighting as possible. So I want to say thank you guys very much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Please remember to just stay tuned. I will be coming back with some very great video very soon. One love to you all. Until next time.